Okay, guys. So, before I start today's collective reading for Aries, I'm going to explain the way I'm doing things right now. So, Facebook has completely demonetized my business page, which was a little bit of a surprise, but not so much because 30 days ago I had gotten the hit that it was going to happen. I had gotten news of it, which is why I warned all of my Facebook subscribers to please transfer over to Patreon, because I knew the subscribers hub would not be there for long. I can't even upload for subscribers, let alone like right now, even my regular videos, the ones that are public, are not being allowed to be uploaded. So it's giving me some more trouble. So if you are watching this on Facebook, I please ask you follow me on either YouTube or Patreon. On Patreon, you can have access to additional content, where on Facebook, you will only have access to the free ones, but still. So during this time, I'm giving people, the ones that had signed up for the Facebook subscription, time to transfer over to Patreon. And meanwhile, I'm uploading all 12 zodiac signs little by little so that you guys can get all the same content, and I'm just making it available to everyone. And then once I'm done with the 12 zodiac signs, we will resume with the collective stories and collective messages. Okay, so that's what I got for y'all. And if you guys could please listen to these messages so that I don't have to be repeating myself, because that's just a waste of time. Okay, all right, that's what I got for y'all. So let's get started. We are looking at Aries. What is the message for Aries? What is the message for Aries? We've got Frost, number 16, which is a 7. Ice cold melting in time, a frozen glance at what lies behind, what lies ahead, what lies within, and the chilling frost of thy undead. Okay, for Aries. This is kind of like for the holidays. Oh, turning inward, 40, which is also a 4. Inside this veil of bone and flesh, I lay my soul to sleep. All the truths within thy breath have come to greet me. And cardinal medicine, number 3, thyself bleeds of sacredness and honor fit for the gods. You are worth all the seas and all the skies and all the desires you hold inside. All right. So let's read these messages. Start with number 3, cardinal medicine. The keywords for this one are partnership, honoring the sacred self, and uniqueness. This one says, cardinals represent devotion, loyalty, and unity, values that are essential to a loving, happy companionship. Receiving cardinal medicine is a sign that a loving partnership is close at hand. Like our feathered friend's song, your partner is sending out a vibration, calling you to notice them. Be open-minded, as cardinals are also symbols of uniqueness. Your potential love may be interesting and different, but no less extraordinary. Cardinals mate for life, so any new relationships in the coming months could have the potential to lead to marriage or long-term partnerships. Cardinals also represent self-empowerment. They are a reminder that a partnership doesn't mean a loss of yourself. If you are currently in a relationship, you are being guided to be a part of the whole without losing what makes you unique. Your sense of self is an asset to your partner. You bring things to the table that the other lacks, and vice versa. Always remember that your unique, beautiful magic is why your partner loves you to begin with. Okay. Beautiful. Now, let's read 16, Frost. 16. Keywords for this one are divination and signs. So this one says, winter offers a multitude of ways to practice divination. Puddles, frozen lakes, and icicles are excellent services for scrying and finding answers to your most burning questions. However, frost isn't the only place to look for signs. There are subtle clues everywhere for those who are in tune with the universe. Frost has come to your spread to let you know that the signs you've been looking for are all around you. You are guided to have more awareness and to trust in your ability to read signs. Everyone is capable of being guided by the inner spirit, but you block these capabilities when you doubt little pings of wisdom that occur. If you see a butterfly and believe it to be a sign, then it is. The same goes for colors or words you hear throughout the day. Don't discredit yourself by ignoring things that feel like a confirmation to you. They may seem silly to others, and that's okay. You're an illuminated soul and are guided by a force that transcends a lack of faith. And last but not least, 40. Excuse me. The keywords for this one are connection, self-discovery, and navigating inner landscapes. This one says, there is a new, more enlightened version of yourself that is waiting to be discovered. This new you has learned and grown over the years, so much so that you may not feel as aligned to your previous goals. Dreams can and will often shift and change with time. Your task is to remain connected to your inner landscape, the part of you that always knows what you need in any given moment. Your inner self will help you to discover new talents, intentions, and beliefs that will better serve you as you continue on this journey. This message is amplified. Oh, no, we didn't get that card. Turning inward brings an additional message. You may be holding on too tightly to an outdated idea of what your life should be. There are many different ways to experience success. Do not allow others or social conditioning to dictate what is right for you. Being connected to your inner, most authentic being helps you to develop a better sense of self. You'll be better prepared to defend your choices when you know your worth and who you are on the most fundamental level. Interesting. Okay, so this is, I feel, Aries, with these cards that came out, that you are on the precipice of possibly asking for signs about a certain partnership that you are thinking about getting into. Maybe a relationship, a friendship, a business partnership, some sort of connection with other people. And you're trying to make sure you don't lose yourself. And with this card, it's saying, well, that doesn't happen. In the best of partnerships, you will retain your identity. But the best way to retain your identity is by being completely certain of who you are, what you believe, what you feel. Don't hold on to things just because that's what you were taught. If this is what you truly believe, it's truly aligned with you, that's the right thing for you. So let's see, what's the message for Aries for the holidays? We've got Knight of Good Cheer, which is the Knight of Cups. Oh, the Seven of Canes, which is the Seven of Swords. The Queen of Canes, which is the Queen of Swords. The Three of Canes, which is the Three of Swords. Death. Look, they kind of resemble each other, huh? It's a big change. You're going through some big changes, Aries. Ooh. Wow. The List, which is Judgment reversed. Five of Candles, which is the Five of Wands. Hold on. Okay. Justice. Okay. And Strength. All right. With the Six of Gifts, or the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Candles, the Two of Canes, the Krampus, which is the Devil, the Magician, and the Four of Cups. Okay. Aries, for the majority of you, well, the ones that are going to resonate with this is very much about partnership. The messages that came out here could be because you got into a partnership that wasn't really for you, and you tried changing yourself to fit someone else. And for some of you, we do have the Justice card, the Death card. This is making me think that there is an ending coming up, or at least the discussion of it. Because see, the Six of Gifts, there's even this little scale here. It's hidden, but it's there. This may be trying to balance it out. Maybe you're trying to work it out with someone. I do think there's a big change. So either the connection isn't what it was, and you guys are trying to change it back into something harmonious and beautiful, or both of you are kind of done. We do have the 7 and the 3, which is the 10, but the actual 10 did not come out yet. I think that there's possibly a split happening. A 6 of Gifts, there may be a discussion of a splitting of assets. And we've got a Queen of Cups here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, just like we've got the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Knight of Good Cups, Knight of Good Cheer, Good Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces again. We've got Leo, we've got Scorpio, we've got Libra. So I'm not sure who is walking away from who. That's the thing. Because we've got two queens here, and it could be the same person. It could just be somebody who has air and water. But we do have the Eight of Good Cheer, which is somebody just emotionally checking out and explaining or talking about it. So I don't know if someone is explaining it to this queen or the queen is the one explaining it to someone else. But there's a conversation here and movement. Now, one person, that's why I'm like not sure, because one person is communicating the fact that they're checking out, they're leaving, and that takes strength, right? The other person is in denial, wanting to hold on, thinking that they've got everything it takes to continue holding on, even though there's the other person is pushing away, like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Okay. So let's look at the actual spread. We start with the Knight of Good Cheer. Already there's either an age difference, because this is a younger energy than the Queen of Swords or Queen of Canes. There's either an actual age difference or there's a difference in maturity levels. I do think it's significant that she has I think this is what, a robin? Let's go look. Hold on. What do robins represent? Because we already heard what cardinals represent. What do robins represent? Wow. Okay. A robin is a symbol of divine sacrifice. What the hell? Let's see. Okay, two of these already talk about people visiting you from the other side. Let's look at this website. This one is talking about animal totems. Okay, and robin symbolizes the stimulation of new growth and renewal in many areas of your life. Therefore, the robin meaning teaches that you can make changes with joy, laughter, and a song in your heart. Okay, you'll become independent and self-reliant through this change. It'll teach you to move forward with grace, tenacity, perseverance, and assertion. Let go of personal drama, especially things that no longer serve your higher purpose. And it compels you to exercise compassion and patience in mental, spiritual, and emotional areas. This creature will teach you how to incorporate new beginnings with faith and trust in the process. It is time to believe in yourself and use the inspiration that you receive. It is time to sing your song for a new period in your life. Okay, okay. Not bad, not bad. So it's either the queen accepting, because she's extending her hand, right, to accept this. She's either accepting new change, growth, or she's the one that's having to accept it. Either way, there has been, with the Seven of Canes, there has been either some deception or some self-sabotage. Now, we have 8 swords here with the queen. So one of the people here is very, I have a feeling it might be the queen though, because she's the one that completes the 8. It could be that this queen is in this mentality of like, I can't move forward without this. I can't, or somebody, it could be the knight as well. There's an energy here of one of the two being in this place of I can't move on without this connection. I don't know how I'm going to do without it. But it's really just a lot of doubt, really. The hurt is placing somebody in this place of not being able to see clearly. But we also have a 10. It is an ending. Now, it's either the ending of an era, and maybe they used to fight a lot and now they want to transform that. Or it's an ending of the actual relationship. Either way, there's an ending of something, okay? Because death is also here. That's a pretty big ending. So let's say that these two are in a marriage, right? And they used to fight a lot. With the 10 of Swords, maybe they fought about things. Let's say one of the two was used to being in a household where they would get, hurt if they said the truth. And so they learned to lie. They were taught to lie. Maybe that's what they would fight about. Or somebody here deceived the other person, brought in a third person. That's what they would fight about. Either way, it could be that they're trying to salvage the connection. And that's what the death is about. That's what the change is about. That's like, let's put that behind us and let's start over. Now, I don't think that's the case. Also because we have the Justice card here. And in this one, the Justice card is a little boy getting, a pot of coal because he obviously was a naughty little thing. It feels like somebody is getting the consequences of their actions, basically. But with the list reversed, it could be that the consequences are coming through, but somebody here has not made a final decision. Because the 10, the energy of the 10 is here, but the actual 10 didn't come out. So maybe both people feel that there's an ending coming due to the actions of one or both people, which honestly it takes two to tango, so both people. But the actual decision hasn't been taken because it's going to require a lot of courage and bravery. Let's see. Let's clarify the 6 of Gifts first of all. Clarify the 6 of Pentacles. We've got the Hermit, Virgo energy. Clarify the 6 of Gifts. The 5 of Cups, Scorpio Mars energy. And the Fool reversed. The Page of Cups. Yeah, I think one of the two is trying to salvage the situation. Now, it could be that the reason this message is here is because one person's identity is kind of wrapped around this connection. So the idea of having to walk away from this connection is threatening their sense of identity. And that's why this message is coming out like, well, maybe examine why your identity is wrapped around your partner when you should be independent. Do you even know who you are? And there's signs here indicating that this is the right step. Walking away from this is the right step, but you would need to look within to be able to find that confirmation. So with the Hermit, somebody is going within. This is a very inward, both of these energies, very inward as well as this one. There is regret here. With the 5 of Cups, there's regret. There's shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? But with the Fool card, those same regrets keep someone in place. Almost like they're trying to... They're in the energy of, if I could change things, if I could go back to how I did this or how I did that, we might still be together. But shoulda, coulda, woulda doesn't mean we need to hold on to something, okay? If we should have done this, we could have done this, I would have done this. Those are all in the past tense. All it serves now is as a lesson for the future. That's all. Yeah, somebody maybe was very combative, or somebody here's apologizing for that. They're apologizing for the fights or for the arguments, or they're trying to like salvage it, but I don't think it's salvageable. Clarify Knight of Good Cheer. Look at that, the Devil. The Sun. And the Two of Swords. With the Page of Swords. So this the Knight of Good Cheer could be the younger person in the connection, or the person that is less, I don't want to say less mature, because you know that they might take that offensive. I mean just like less experience. Let's put it that way. They have less experience and they're still very open-minded. Like, we can fix this. We can fix this. There's still time. But see, this, I kind of felt it was the Queen because her back is turned. She's just like, I don't think so. Especially because by now, and we did see that though, at the bottom of the deck, look, it shows up twice. The Two of Swords with the Devil. This denial of seeing the truth, it's becoming toxic. Because it could be like every time this Queen tries to bring up, like, let's say she's bringing up the divorce or she's bringing up the separation, this person's like, nope, 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 nope. It becomes toxic because then it gets to a point where this person doesn't feel safe expressing themselves. It always reminds, it's like what's it called? I can't talk. It's placing blame or guilt. Because then this person's coming off like, well, I'm still willing to work on it. You're not. So you're obviously the quitter. You're the one that doesn't want to give in. When in reality, this has obviously not been a great connection. The Devil already showed up twice. But with the Sun card, even without it being a great connection, it was a lot of happiness, especially to his Knight of Good Cheer, which is why they're in denial. They got so much happiness out of it that even if it wasn't that great, they still want to hold on. And they're claiming like, well, I'm open-minded. You're not. I'm trying to work through it. You're not. But I feel like this High Priestess is the Queen of Swords. She already knows it's not going to work. Clarify Seven of Kings. We've got the Six of Wands. Clarify the Seven of Kings. The Knight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords. With the Hanged Man. So if this younger Knight of Cups is the one trying to, they're holding off on making a decision. They're still like, no, it's not decided yet. It's not decided yet. See, it keeps coming back to, it's not really love. I think that they're showing up as a knight, so they're wearing rose-colored glasses. They don't want to see reality. But it also has a lot to do with the ego. This connection means a lot to this person publicly. Publicly, they want to be connected to this Queen. But they keep showing up as a knight. They don't match her when it comes to maturity. They are, not only are they wearing rose-colored glasses, which would make them a great artist, honestly. If this person would use that for artistry, they'd be an amazing artist. But they're also very impulsive. They're driven more by primal needs. And at the time, with the Wheel of Fortune here, it could be that they were aligned because maybe they were supposed to help this Queen do the same. For a limited amount of time. They were meant to help each other grow. But with the Ace of Swords, she can already tell, because she's the Queen of Swords. She can already tell, clarity has come through that this was meant to be a passing connection, something that where they both learned and then they move on. She's ready to move on and they're not. But she can also tell, it's like, see, this Seven of Canes is interesting to me because it's like greed. The shelves are empty and this person just wiped them all clean. It's greed. It's more of a, I don't care. I don't care about anybody but myself. So it's more about, well, this makes me happy, so I'm going to hold on to it even if it does not make you happy. That is selfish. Clarify Queen of Canes. Two of Cups. King of Swords. And the Empress. with the Death card. So this person over here, remember when the Two of Swords came out, we had the Page of Swords? Well, even here we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like this person is claiming that their heart is broken. But if you notice, they're coming out with the Devil energy. It's an obsession on their part. Whereas with this person who's showing up with Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy, they did love this person. This was true love. This was the bond that comes from feeling like somebody is part of your family. But with the King of Swords, they're having to lay the law down, because I think this person has had a lot of softness in them. They're showing up with Empress energy too. So this is somebody who knows how to step into the masculine and the feminine. So they're showing up as the feminine, which means they're turning their back, but they're being diplomatic about it. They're trying to be understanding. They're trying to not say hurtful things at the end of things, but they are also sure. They know. They will not mince words either. King of Swords is they've laid down the law. They already know their decision and what they're going to do, regardless of whether this person accepts it or not. The problem with that is this person, the longer they hold on to this, the further this person's going to get, the more it's going to hurt, because they're just keep exposing themselves to rejection and hurt, because this person already made their decision. Did they love? Yes. With the Empress energy, they loved unconditionally. But unconditional love does not mean no boundaries. Unconditional love does not mean that you need to take somebody's abuse or take somebody's toxic behavior. No. The true Empress can love from a distance, and that's what they're going to do. I don't think that they'll ever stop loving this person. There will always be a piece of them that cares for this person. But the Death card is here twice. They know it's done too. They've gone inward. They've examined themselves, and they realized they have more peace, more happiness when they are away from this person. And as much as that hurts, and also lets them know this isn't the right one. It's not the right connection for them. Clarify Three of Canes. The Seven of Wands. The Nine of Wands reversed and the Eight of Wands reversed. Wow, it's a lot of wands. With the Lovers. Well, again, we see two very different approaches. Both people are hurt. I think this person thinks that they're hurt more because they're still willing to fight for it. But I can guarantee you both people hurt as much, because both people felt the connection. Both people felt the power of the emotions between them. But this one over here is fighting to keep the connection, while this one over here is fighting to stay away from the connection. Nine of Wands reversed. This one over here says, well, I'm not going to give up. And this one over here is like, well, I'm just going to keep defending myself, because I'm telling you, it's almost like it hurts them more that they have to continuously defend against why they don't want this. They're like, I don't want to hurt you with my words. But the more you keep reminding me why I'm walking away, the more you cement the idea that you're not respecting my boundaries. I have already told you what I want, and you are not accepting it like you have any say on my decisions. So with the Eight of Wands reversed, the decision has already been communicated, and I feel like the Queen of Swords is going silent now. There's nothing left to say. Although I think the Knight of Cups is trying to continue the conversation. Clarify the Death card. The Emperor. Judgment. And the Nine of Pentacles. With the Ace of Pentacles. Oof. This is going to be a tough message, but the Empress. Remember when I said that to be this is an Empress who's fully developed. So they know when to step into feminine, when to step into masculine. They know both. So the Emperor here represents two different things. On one hand, it's the Empress having to step into the masculine and say, I already made my decision. Regardless of whether you accept the decision or not, I already know what I'm going to do. I'm walking away. But on the other side, the other reason the Emperor is here is because she also knows that if a connection does not align with her, the faster she walks away, the faster she heals, the faster she transforms through this, the faster she'll be single and healthy and whole to be able to accept the true Emperor that comes in for her. Because right now she was with a knight, someone who was very much in love with her, but a knight. It's not the right match for her. And she knows this. So she's more accepting of the ending because she also knows that if this is not the right connection for her, the faster she lets go of it and moves on, the faster she will find her Emperor. Clarify the Judgment reversed. King of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Six of Cups. See, this is a little heartbreaking. Page of Swords. Because this is why in each connection, when we move forward the right way, we do grow from it. And I think both people, it's not that either one is inherently toxic. It's just that when they come together, they make this toxic mix, right? So I think when they came together, this person over here was a Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, and this person over here was a King and Queen of Swords. This person over here has leveled up to Empress, and if need be, they can step into Emperor mode. This person over here has leveled up to King of Wands. So they've both leveled up, but now the Empress wants a match. And this person's like, but I leveled up. I'm your match now. No, they are matched to her old self, not to her current self. And they're struggling to understand that because they're like, I don't understand. I did the work. And so they refuse to let go. They're holding on because they're like, I grew though. Yes, but she was already at a certain level and she grew too. So it's just a little difficult because this person believes that this is their soulmate, which is why they're like, no, you made the decision over here, but I have not made my decision. Well, a breakup does not need the agreement of two people, though. As long as one person is done, so what are you going to do? Force that person to stay? Or, be harassing them forever? Clarify Five of Wands. Four of Cups. The Knight of Swords. Oof, Ten of Swords. The Hangman. So, like I said, the person that is refusing to let go is hurting nobody but themselves. That's just it. Because this Queen of Swords, this Empress, has already made her decision. But it's almost like this other person is saying, well, until I agree, we're not officially broken up. Well, that's not how it works. But that's what they're trying to do. They're trying, almost like they're trying to guilt trip this Queen of Swords. Like, I already grew, I'm your match. But she's no longer just a Queen of Swords, she's an Empress. And their mentality is that that's enough. That should be, I've grown, I'm not the same person. Well, neither is she. So the longer they hold on, the more they feel rejected, the more they feel hurt. And so they're starting to get a little testy now. They're starting to revert back into Knight of Swords because almost like they may even believe that the way they used to be got them more results than the maturity that they stepped into now, which is untrue. But again, this is again, if anything, they are just proving that they're not her match with this energy here. The fact that they are in this energy are just confirming to this Empress that this is not her match. An Emperor would not behave this way. An Emperor has dignity. You tell an Emperor that you're done with them, and guess what? You're done with them. That's it. They're like, okay, I understand. So this ending is being accepted by the Empress because they're the one initiating it, but not this person. They're like, nope, nope, nope. But the more they hold on, they are just, without realizing it, they feel like they're trying to fight for this, but they are just confirming to the Empress that they are not her match. And they're getting cold. They're not getting the results they want because it feels oppressive. This type of energy feels oppressive. It's like somebody saying, you will be my partner because I said so, regardless of how she feels about it. Clarified justice. Look at that. The Chariot. They're stepping into a distorted Emperor energy. Page of Swords. Ten of Cups. Eight of Cups. See, this is how an Empress knows someone is not her match, okay? So if I were to tell you, the listener, the viewer, if you have told somebody, hey, they ask you out and you say, you know, I'm going to need some time to think about that. Give me a week. And 2 days later, they call back and they're like, I'm so sorry. I just can't wait. It's driving me crazy. I need to know. Some people would find that cute and be like, oh, they can't wait. And Empress will be like, okay, so I set a day, 7 days. If you can't even wait 7 days for me to make up my mind, like that's a boundary. I set a boundary. I said, give me 7 days. And the fact that you can't do that, although it may feel like a small thing, lets me know that when I ask things of you, you can't respect that. Your need to know overrides my need to take time to think about it. And this person doesn't understand that. This is somebody who's very driven. Remember, with the Knight of Wands, they're very driven by emotion, by passion, by their primal desires. So they're stepping into Emperor energy, but they're stepping into the Emperor energy. It is not getting them anywhere because look at them. This is what's so interesting about this card. The top half shows somebody in a chariot and they're doing like a charge type of energy. The bottom half, there's no movement. There's not an ounce of movement. And usually I think these are the Sphinx? The Sphinx mirror each other. They're in the same position. These are not. One is sitting up and one is kind of lying down. Usually they represent the fact that our conscious and our subconscious are aligned. This one is clearly misaligned. So somebody who believes they're stepping into Emperor energy and they're trying to prove that they're an Emperor because they're fighting for this and they're trying to prove how decisive they are. All they're proving is that they will run over you to get what they want, they will run over you. It's a childish energy, but it's because they're focused on their happiness, regardless of how many times this Empress has told them, but this, although I had love for you, this is not a happy situation for me and I am leaving. They're like, no, you're not. They don't get to decide if the Empress leaves or stays. And they're trying to act like it's their decision, which again is just proving to her, their very actions are proving to her that they're not an Emperor, which is, it's sad, but it's what happens when you're trying to force your will onto another person. Clarify Strength card. The Hierophant, 5 of Swords. Clarify Strength card. And the Ten of Pentacles. See? This person believes that to show true love, to show true desire, you've got to override the person themselves and their decisions. This is an imbalanced person because the reason we've got the Six of Pentacles is because something here was not equal to begin with. The Queen of Swords is not a match to a Knight. And so they knew that. They're like, I'll level up. They leveled up to a king, but she also leveled up and now she's an Empress. It's still imbalanced. But this is someone who doesn't care about imbalance because they're on the winning end, not her. They're on the winning end because they will always get more out of her than she will get out of them. And they don't care. As long as they're winning, They don't care. They want, if they're married, they want to stay married. And if they're not married, they want to get married. And with the Five of Swords, they're in this energy of like, I don't give a fuck whether you want it or not. It's what I want that matters. Without realizing that that same energy is what's pushing her away to begin with. Because that's not how you treat an Empress. But they're focused on their happiness, their emotional fulfillment, their stability. That's what matters to them, how they feel about it, which again is just proving to her you're just confirming the fact that, because this is Empress energy. The Strength card usually depicts the Empress taming a wild lion, right? With love, not with chains. This is what she wants, a match, a masculine that knows how to persuade someone, not through force, but through love. And this person over here doesn't know how to do that. And therefore the Empress is done. She already knows this is not the right match for me, regardless of what this person says. So the biggest part here is that whoever this message is for needs to really think about who they are outside of this connection. Why are they so hell-bent on keeping someone it's not equal. It's not an equal yoking. And they keep trying to force it because they benefit more out of it than this Empress does. And that's unfair to her, but they don't care. They'd rather guilt trip her and make her feel like I keep growing and you don't even look at it. You don't even acknowledge me. And it's not a lack of acknowledgement. It's that it's almost like they're trying to force her to say, tell me I'm not your equal. Tell me, even though they already know they're not. But they want to make her feel bad for saying that. So this is kind of like the equivalent of, let's say that she's like a millionaire, okay? Money doesn't matter, but I'm giving an example. Let's say she's a millionaire, and this person is somebody who let's say they make 6 figures. Still pretty good, right? It's not bad, especially as a king. But their money management skills are totally different. She's thinking of building an empire. She's going to keep growing that million. And they're like, no, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. We don't need more. So they're always going to be clashing, because anytime they buy something, guess who's going to invest more? And it's unfair. And she finally got to a point where she's like, no, I want somebody who's at my level financially. I'm not talking about finances. This is an analogy. And this person's over here trying to make it out like, oh, you think I'm not good enough for you? Oh, so what you're trying to say is I'm just a peasant. Like they're putting it in this place of, this connection will no longer even be able to be friends because this person is so forceful about what they want. And they will lose this Empress completely. That's why the Five of Swords is here, because they're pushing it to the point where this will be a lesson, a full lesson for them if they don't stop. So I hope that this gave somebody out there clarity and guidance. And as usual, I look forward to feedback. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. See you on Patreon.